What is up guys, my name is Angel X and thank you so much for tuning in to another video. In today's video, we will compare and contrast the top 2 Call of Duty improvement YouTubers I could find. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Welcome back guys to this series I will be calling Understanding the Game. So today we have 2 experts of YouTube and Call of Duty that go into detail about the movement in the game. Drift0r will explain what was expected of the game at the time it was going to release and gives us more of a beginner insight to the movement. Xclusive Ace will give us a more in-depth look at the movement for the more advanced players and also compare it to Black Ops 3 to help grasp the idea of what to expect. Drift0r says that the similarity to Black Ops 3 is that it is nearly identical to the thrust jumps and wall running, and the exo boosting no longer is part of the game except for Afterburner and Shockwave, which is in the rigs department. There is also the same mantle and slide mechanic. The differences to Black Ops 3 is there's no water so far in the game, you can't swim, and the new grenade mechanics to throw with just the left hand, so you can still shoot a gun while you're throwing a grenade. Xclusive Ace brings us the difference between Black Ops 3 and a more in-depth look. So when he was going into it, and I tested it out as well, he says that the highest point in Black Ops 3 from thrust jumping is 13% higher than in Infinite Warfare, and he even has a picture where he put them like side to side to see like the bar level, and it does have quite a bigger reach. In all the base movement, Black Ops 3 seems to have, I don't want to say the advantage because at the very end it kind of gets lost. So the time to reach maximum height is 1.05 seconds, and in Infinite Warfare it's 1.13 seconds. The charge time is 1.55 seconds and 0.92 seconds for Infinite Warfare. The charge duration is 1.05 seconds and 0.98 seconds for Infinite Warfare. And the total charge time, that means the time it takes for the thrust booster gauge to fill up, is 2.6 seconds for Black Ops 3 and 1.9 seconds for Infinite Warfare. In Infinite Warfare, you can chain movements better because your thrusters fill up faster. Moving in Black Ops 3 was to me a little slower, and the best and fastest way to move was by sliding and then hitting triangle or YY if you're on the Xbox controller to keep a little of the momentum going from the slide. In Infinite Warfare, it is very similar. You jump at the peak of your slide to keep the momentum going. But because of the faster booster fill-up, Infinite Warfare takes the cake in the movement since you are able to do this movement more often. However, Black Ops 3 does have a ledge jump that launches you quite a distance that Infinite Warfare just does not have. When aiming down sights, the movement from Black Ops 3 is kind of all over the place, but the actual animation of the movement doesn't affect the aiming, it's simply just animation. However, in Infinite Warfare, the animation is pretty stable, and I think that even though the aiming stays on point for both games, the animation for Black Ops 3 can make you feel like your aiming is off and make you try to adjust, and thus losing the gunfight. In my own experience, the movement and overall motion sense of Infinite Warfare is at a quicker pace than Black Ops 3. At the beginning, it did feel a little overwhelming because I didn't like to play fast pace in first-person shooter games. It normally took me a bit to aim and shoot because I wanted to make sure that I was not missing, so I would sit in the same spot and then try to aim, and that resulted in me getting flanked easily or overtaken and then losing the gunfight. I feel I definitely improved greatly through Infinite Warfare because the pace makes it so that your reaction time has to adapt and forces you to challenge yourself a little more than Black Ops 3. So that's the gist of what movement is like in Infinite Warfare, guys. Alrighty, well, thank you so much for sticking with me today, and if you enjoyed, please don't forget to leave a like and a comment down below. And if you want more content like this, don't forget to subscribe to receive notifications, because this is my first of hopefully many videos to come on how to improve your gaming through showing you guys how I'm improving mine. So thank you again so much, guys. Have a wonderful day. It's your boy Angel X. Peace.